What is going on? An entire convoy of these things, dude. Richacho, that was a red. Watch, he's gonna go, he's gonna go. Oh, yep. I knew it. Wait, isn't this the car that ran the red lights? El Bozo, dude. You really wanna go, bro? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today, we're kind of riding around. I wanted to do something specific and talk about something, but honestly, I couldn't think of anything. So we're just going to, you know, ride around, do the usual stuff unless something comes up or I think of something. It's kind of cold today despite the sun being out and there's literally no clouds, but it's pretty cold. Riding here with my visor open was, I'm not gonna lie, freezing. The bike's not even really warm yet. It's still busy warming up. I mean, like, the engine's warm, but like the tires and the transmission is still cold, so I still need to be easy on the gears for a little bit until that warms up. That being said, let's get on the road and see what's happening, I guess. Man, every time I drive down this road, I see like that hill over there. It's kind of behind the tree now. That hill over there, and I'm like, man, that kind of looks like a fun area to ride. But every time I look at that area on Google Maps, it's like, it's not even that good. Except for, oh, you can't see it from this direction. Oh yeah, because it's behind me. There's this other like hilly area that I really want to go to, but the only downside is the roads are very bumpy there. If the roads weren't that bumpy, then I'd definitely go. Well, I think I would go despite the bumpy roads. At least this corner now has these like lights on it. And ever since they did that, people have been obeying the white line a lot more. So I'm quite happy they did that. But yeah, that other hilly area, I'll probably still go eventually. But yeah, the roads are very bumpy over there. If it weren't so bumpy, it would be a really, really fun area to ride. Even if you don't speed, even if you like drive normal, it would be a lot of fun. Man, this bike sounds so good. I love how it has that like rowdy kind of rumble down low. I don't want to say drone, but also like that drone. And then high RPM, it like screams. It doesn't sound like an inline-4 scream, but the thing is, the inline-4 scream does sound really good, but I also love this triple scream. Like the high-pitched triple is really, really good sounding. And yeah, I've never heard an inline-4 sound like that. It's just got such a unique sound. Especially the Triumphs. The Triumphs with their whistle. Oh my gosh, the whistle is so nice. Obviously, you can't really hear it that much on my bike. Even with the stock exhaust, the intake like sound isn't as loud as the street triple. But it's still there. With my exhaust, you can't hear it as much. I can only hear it in the footage, also because of my earplugs. So in the footage, you can hear it when I'm like over here. Otherwise, you can't really hear it. But the main whistle you're hearing is like a bit of the intake and the straight cut cam gear. Because if you don't know about gears, let me just explain this real quick. So straight cut gears is basically what race cars have. They are weaker, and they're technically worse than a hexacle gear. But the hexacle gear is quieter. But the thing is, a hexacle gear is heavier. So straight cut gears are lighter, which means they can, I think they're lighter. I'll put up on screen if they're lighter or heavier because I forgot. But basically my bike has a straight cut cam gear and all the other gears are hexacle. But in race cars, like every single gear, like even the the actual physical gears are straight cut. Nothing is hexacle because it's cheaper to make. Straight cuts are a lot cheaper to make than a hexacle because a hexacle kind of like, I'll just put up a screen. Oh, I'll put up a screen. I'll put up a picture on screen so you can see the difference between the two like gears. But yeah, so those straight cut gears do have like quite the whine, like whistle sound to them in a way. Whereas the hexacles are a lot quieter. And they're stronger and they last longer, so that's why everyone uses them. But the race cars, as I say, yeah, the race cars use the straight cut because it's lighter. So yeah, you might need to replace it more often, but let's be honest, if you have a race car, you can afford it. Jesus, this is like a school or something. What is going on? An entire convoy of these things, dude. Honestly, that's how you end up just driving fast. The bike sounds good and then before you know it, you're going quick. But the thing is, even if I had a 125, this is ridiculous. Like, bro, we're going 30. Oh, it's the car that I see parked by the petrol station like every single day. It actually drives. That's crazy. Because that thing's been there, like it's there every single day. I know it drives because one day it's like facing this way, then it's facing that way. So I know it moves, but like every single time. But like every single time I've seen it there, like I've never seen it drive. So it's crazy to see it drive now, but holy moly, this thing goes slow. Well, okay, the thing doesn't go slow. The man goes slow. Richacho, that was a red. Watch, he's gonna go, he's gonna go. Oh, yep. I knew it. You really wanna go, bro? Man, I'm going to need a lot of, well, not a lot of blurring, but if I do include that part, you'll know the part. I was flying. I'm not gonna lie. I was going, dude. Wait, isn't this the car that ran the red lights? El Bozo, dude. How did I pass you? Look. Runs another red, but like, bro, how did I pass you? I must say, the big bikes like these, they're so much fun because they have so much power. I don't think you need 1000 power. I feel like that is ridiculous. Would I get a 1000? Maybe. Do I think it's ridiculous? For sure. But I could low-key see the appeal. The only thing I don't like about the big bikes, and this does kind of go for my bike too, they're so powerful that putting like full throttle. Okay, I was low in the RPM, so the bike really had to work there, but going full throttle and flying through the gears is not an option. You could do it, I mean, let's be honest. That's how you get those videos of people like going down the highway. But at the end of the day, it's like, you can't really do it like you can on like a 250 or a 300. And that's, I'd say, the only downside of like a big bike. And even if you, like my bike, I can already kind of hardly do it. And if I'm not careful, my bike can very easily get me into trouble. It's almost gotten me into trouble a few times. Not only that, I love my exhaust, and no matter what, I'm not getting rid of my exhaust. But my exhaust has gotten me in trouble before. I didn't get a fine for it or anything, and the actual exhaust didn't get me in trouble, but the police had a roadblock, and they heard me coming down the road. So as soon as I came around the corner to where the roadblock was, I got pulled over. And since my license plate is illegal, it is actually, but like, it's so barely illegal that they started giving me a lot of problems for it. Bro, what on earth are you doing? Oh, it's almost done. I remember I made a video saying like, what are they gonna build here? Alright, let me change my battery. Man, that thing is wobbling a lot. Unfortunately though, I have looked if it can get tighter, and it's as tight as it can go. So it does just, it wobbles like that. It's not the Trident, because this is a Speed 900, I think, or Speed Twin, sorry. It is a Speed Twin 900 clutch lever, so it's not entirely made for this bike. So it is kind of understandable that it wobbles a bit, but it's still slightly frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Not frustrating, but you get what I mean. I'd say rather concerning. But yeah, let me change my battery and then we'll continue with our stuff. Damn, these trucks are giant though, dude. What is this? A 315/80 22.5. So 22.5 rims. 315 and 80. Holy crap. Freaking huge. said, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Jeez, that's a tight gap. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.
You know